welcome once again to Zion Culture. This is
Culture Shock.
It's show where we break
Fix tables.
Okay, I'm beside Jim-Mikey today. Jim-Mikey.
It's show where we
Fix tables.
And you guys should break.
Why
we fix.
are we never?
Okay, you break, we fix.
Fix.
A show where we
Fix tables.
Break and fix tables.
No, like you
my
break
God.
Break and fix tables.
break and fix tables.
Alright.
So just in this few minutes, we are trying to see how we can declare. We want to really take this time. Jim-Mikey and I would like to appreciate everyone that voted for us as the
Let's have
winner.
finish now. The vote of
Ladies
thanks.
first.
No, the
We're
winners
giving
is
vote
to
of
first.
thanks. Yes.
I do want to say
Jim-Mikey
something.
and I would like to thank everyone that voted for us as the winner of the last post on YouTube. We really, really appreciate it.
What was that post? The video
post was-
about
yes, the
should
video about
church be
should
fun?
church be fun.
So this is what happens
We
when
have-
you
Wait, she has not finished.
said as winners.
Let her finish.
Okay, finish.
So we had lots of people saying great things like, "Oh, Jimmer, I like the way you came with this, the way you supported. It was amazing." And we would just like to.
I agree, church should be fun.
Yes.
It is important for we as Christians to have fun in church. If not, people will draw fun from the wrong source. Thank you very much, Debbie Akonya.
Yes, we're really saying thank you because we saw the votes rolling in and it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was
Are you guys
amazing.
doing?
Are you Team J. Mikey and Mary?
What
What did you skip?
I don't want to read.
Why did you skip?
I see what I want to see. I see only what I want to see.
Oh my
There's this comment that
So good job to everyone at Jem, but I think Team Ife James and Jeremiah won. And the person went on to list like comprehension passage.
Let's go.
That's why
The fact that
I didn't do
J.
this.
Mikey
See your doing,
and
see your
Mary,
doing.
who support fun, are wearing the same clothes. You see, we were in sync.
yes.
But we're also in
we were
sync.
also in sync.
No, you are not wearing the
It's-
same.
We're wearing checkers.
We're wearing checkers together.
Oh,
No,
that's
it wasn't
true. That's
obvious.
true.
How can checkers be obvious?
Let's check us out.
See, Team Ayinla Roda says Team J. Mikey won. No, church is fun. However, church activities must sometimes.
What's on top of that one? No, let me
Forget that one.
No,
See,
let's
forget
finish
that one. Forget that one.
Finish it.
I think there's no point.
We just like to say thank
You see,
you.
J. Mikey came, head and conquered. J. Mikey won.
What's on top of it?
Yes.
Ife James and
Hey,
Jeremiah.
James.
I know this.
Why did I
said
do
something?
They said one or two things.
Okay, we
about
leave it to you.
himself.
But anyways, thank you so much for
Thank
Tell
you
us
so
who
much
won.
for telling us, who won and
If you haven't watched the video, click somewhere.
the previous video.
You see the card. Click it and watch it.
Okay, so today we have something more interesting. Today we're speaking about spiritual fathering. And the
But what's the
topic-
bone of contention then?
Yes, that's true. Jeremiah, what's our bone of contention today?
you feel like
That was shocking. Anyway, we want to talk about spiritual father. I think we want to also talk about the age
You
gap.
think?
I know. Okay. Mary, what's happening? I don't know.
put you on the spot.
I want to talk about, age bracket between spiritual father. Should I be older than my spiritual father? Should my spiritual father be older than me? Some things around.
Or should we even have spiritual father?
I think that's the first
And what
place.
exactly is spiritual father?
So yes, we will start from the foundation so that we can reach the roof.
Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
So
Okay.
for me, right, I feel like spiritual father is not a bad thing for me, right? I feel like spiritual father. What do they call spiritual father? Spiritual father is
Someone is your father in the
someone,
spirit realm.
someone who guides you spiritually in that sense.
But what's the
Okay.
disciple like as a spiritual father?
Yes, that's true. Jeremiah.
Spiritual father,
This is not
spiritual discipler, or spiritual mentor,
I feel there's a problem. What's that?
spiritual father, mentor, spiritual leader,
Started this inside.
and discipler.
Yes, we would like you to just break it down.
Just break it down, those four for us.
Yes.
Out of your wealth of.
Anyway,
So let's start from the first
Wait,
one. So
first-
wait first. Wait first.
let me remind you. Break it down for us.
Yes.
What is spiritual father?
Jesus.
What is
Simplify
spiritual
it.
leader? What is mentor? And what is
Discipler. Yes.
Over to you.
Over to me,
Yes.
right? Okay, so spiritual father, like I said, is someone that you see as a father spiritually.
If you're are you taking notes? Okay, no. Okay, I'm listening.
What's happening?
Go on. You're doing what, sir. You're doing what.
Mentor
Okay.
is someone that would, that you watch his footsteps, that would, especially in terms of
We
career.
don't watch our
But-
spiritual father's footsteps.
No, you asked me one question. Let me answer just one question. Please help me. Ah, God, I beg. Okay, I'm done.
No, just finish. You are doing great. You are doing
You
awesome.
really
We're proud
are.
of you. We're proud of you. Go on.
I
Please,
thought
what's happening to me?
We're proud of you. We're proud of you, sir. Go on.
What else do you want me to answer?
no, you're not right.
You've
Yeah.
done spiritual
Disciple is
father.
you are a disciple to your discipler.
So you can't be a
No,
disciple to your spiritual father?
You can be a disciple to your
So
Then what's
break
the
it down.
difference? Break it down for
What's
us.
the difference?
That's a very good question. So, what's the next question?
You know, someone says that's a very good question.
What's the next question? You guys, let's talk about this today. I'm very- Wow.
God.
That was nice, though.
No, we're not done.
You are done. I am done.
All right.
Okay,
So-
so we're speaking about spiritual fathering, and the first thing is, do you have a spiritual father?
Do I have a spiritual father?
Yes.
Can I ask you the same question?
Of course.
Yes, I have a spiritual father.
You have a spiritual father.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay, good. If I just what about you?
Why did you look at me like that?
No, I just want to be sure because you started this whole conversation with I feel, I think, so I just want to be
Oh,
sure.
you want me to be emphatic? I'll be okay, no problem. Yes, I do.
Good. What about you?
That's where the definition comes in.
Good. Okay. Bring it, brother.
So, what or who is a spiritual father?
So we're asking you now, Mary.
So we ask each person. I think that will so that we know so that we'll be giving solutions based on the definitions.
Okay.
So for me, right?
No, Jim,
you want to start?
Okay, yeah. I might not know that much about this topic, to be honest. But from the meeting, it's good to confess at the beginning, so that when you hang like some people, you will not feel bad. Anyway,
God.
so for me, right, when we talk about mentor,
Okay.
okay, let me start from spiritual father. Spiritual father, of course, comes from the I don't want to use the word religious aspect. It comes from the spiritual aspect, of course.
Yeah.
So the person doesn't have to be your physical, biological father. It's just someone who takes on the role of a father in the spiritual sense. So guiding you spiritually, mentoring you. A spiritual father can actually be a mentor as well. A spiritual father can be a discipler. So it's basically a spiritual father oversees you. Is like an umbrella for your life, right? But then where mentor comes in differently is that mentor can be used in the aspect of career.
Yeah.
The aspect of so spiritual, you can't be a spiritual father and then what spiritual father in now say in business administration. That doesn't work because so that spiritual aspect differentiates it. But a mentor can do everything that a spiritual father can do minus the spiritual element.
Spiritual
Then
discipler.
now you see that's a very good question.
So next person.
A discipler, in my opinion, discipler still falls under the terminologies of what we use in the Christian circle because nobody outside the Christian circle uses the term discipler. I don't even know if it's a proper
but I
word.
heard of someone that had said he has a spiritual father and he has a disciple and he has a mentor.
That's amazing. That's a very amazing thing.
Because if someone is your spiritual father, that is supposed to encapsulate, in my opinion, mentorship, discipling, and
But it's not always every time.
Okay.
Because some people's
I would disagree, but finish.
Good.
so for
Okay.
instance, spiritual leadership or father in this case is usually used for people in that covering, general covering.
Yeah.
Why discipler is somebody that actually brings you in order to be conformed to the person of Christ.
That's which one?
Discipleship.
But can someone be your spiritual father and not bring you to the conformation
The
of
person
Christ?
may not directly be involved. So, for instance, let's say mega churches, for instance. So, the person can be a spiritual father in terms of is my church pastor and everything. However, in subs units, so there's usually somebody who is probably more close to you.
So, for example, Daddy Gio, Daddy Gio, and
what I've learned,
and then someone in your
someone that is closer because
province.
So the person that is closer to you should be your discipler.
Not your spiritual father.
No, can be the spiritual father, can be, but not always every time.
But if James, I agree with you, but in this part of, I believe whenever you say you have a spiritual covering, your spiritual covering, now closeness dependent, but as to know you and identify with you.
But that's how it's supposed to be. But in 2024,
But you know what the difference is. You know what the difference is. We are intertwining the concept of spiritual father in title.
Okay.
with spiritual father in function.
function.
Oh.
Yeah.
Daddy Gio is a million people's spiritual father
Exactly.
in title,
Yeah.
but he doesn't know you.
Function.
Yeah.
You know, but
Well, what we're
the
saying
person
is
that,
in-
but when we talk in function,
Function.
Knows
it
you
now has
and
to
he's
be.
aware.
And once the person is aware, then
Tell
that
the
is a
person you say you're
disciple
like
too.
Yeah, so the
Spiritual
person
father is
should,
like, huh?
so spiritual father should be
A disciple.
Yeah.
Because what we see is a lot of people now, they attach themselves to a spiritual father
Without
that knows
that doesn't
nothing
know
about
about them, yeah.
So they just send in
Yeah.
money,
Which
like,
also
oh,
comes-
thank you,
yeah.
Father, for fathering us.
fathering
And
us.
he's not fathering you.
I don't know you, bro.
Bro, I don't know you from nowhere.
Okay, so now we're going to do something.
Mm.
We've been able to establish the definitions of this.
spiritual,
We're going to talk about the aspect of the roles of mentees, no, spiritual children.
Children.
Yeah, but before then, should my spiritual father?
No, before we get into the age one,
Okay.
can you have a mentor that doesn't know you? Because we have a lot of people say, "Oh, Miles Monroe of Blessed Memory was my mentor."
Mentor, yeah.
Yes,
He
that's
he
true.
doesn't know you exist,
I
but
think it's
you
possible.
read his books.
I also think it's
Yeah.
possible.
Like
Yes,
role
I
model.
agree.
So there is short distance mentorship.
Okay.
There is close contact mentorship. There are a lot of people that do very well in career paths that you probably will never meet.
Yeah.
So what you did, you feed on their content.
Feed on their content.
So that way they are mentoring you based on their
Yeah.
content, their books.
Indirect mentoring.
So I have a question now. So can you also have a spiritual father in that sense that you listen to the person's message?
That's a very good question.
I mean, you.
What do you think?
No.
That's a good question.
That's a good question.
No,
a
it
good
really
question.
is a good
Well,
question.
so,
but
I mean,
Like, because if we can have the reason why I feel we can't is because if we go back to the concept of definition of that title, that name by function, not by title. If it's by title, we can, but by function, the concept of a father is supposed
Yes.
to be
Yeah.
it's supposed to be one-on-one. You know, not someone that is in a and then
fab.
yeah.
But
In
they
my
need-
opinion,
Because
Sha.
what
A lot
you're
of people
saying
need-
But this is a personal opinion, not the Bible truth. Though.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. Yeah.
But what we're saying about spiritual fathering is, there needs to be identification. Because if there's no identification, I don't think that part. You need to be accepted. This is father son.
Oh yeah, and there's supposed to be some form of accountability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not some.
And
No,
you
even
can't
there
have
is
you can't have someone who has no contact with you and you are accountable to the person.
No.
I have a tricky question.
Yeah, please do.
So this time around, let me put the situation as this: there is a mentor, a man, or a man here as a mentor, and he has a spiritual father.
Okay.
Okay.
Now he's quite close with his mentor and the spiritual father, but then he has a situation where his mentor and spiritual father do not agree on the same thing.
Okay. Now, as you were talking, something came to my mind. So I think that should be able to answer the question. You can have a spiritual father and a mentor,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The spiritual father will deal with your life in general, aligning with the spiritual side of things. A mentor could be in your career path. For example, if your spiritual father is the spiritual father, and then you want to go into filmmaking,
Okay.
Yeah.
your spiritual father will still be your spiritual father in the overall sense.
Well, you
But when it
might
comes to
have
the
a
aspect of
mentor.
filmmaking, there can be a mentor. So where can they not agree? I don't really see.
Yeah, it's okay. What I mean is this. For example,
So except the person who is a mentor is now taking on the role of a spiritual father, then there's a problem.
So
Of
I
which
think-
you shouldn't have two people.
So I think
taking
one
on-
of the issues that could cause this is the person himself or herself. So I mean, for a spiritual father, there are even conversations that you can sort yourself in terms of accountability. Some things are very mundane that you don't even need to tell your spiritual father, "Sir, I want to go to Abuja tomorrow. Can I go?" You know,
Yeah,
in that
yeah,
sense,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I think that some conversations that would not be really important in terms of career. I'm not saying that you should not put your career in the terms of God, right? But some conversations
but
that
a
you
career,
don't need
a career
to.
conversation can be heard. Like you can have such conversation with your spiritual father.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I don't get. You can. You don't understand what I'm saying. I'm saying that yes, it's a good way to have that conversation. But I feel like in terms of career, when you see someone as your mentor, the person has the outright say, or let me say like the active say for your decision making than your spiritual
In
father.
that career path.
Do you get?
Okay.
And in the spiritual path, your mentor will not decide for you in that sense.
Yeah,
Even before you go and meet your
spiritual
future,
father
should be the one on that
the
side.
one
Before
on
you even
that
meet your
side,
spiritual
yeah,
father,
you're right about
you
that.
have like a year
So that means
from
in the
God.
that means in the hierarchy,
in the
spiritual
hierarchy.
father is higher
Is higher.
than a mentor.
Right, that answers the question.
And a spiritual. Now the next question is: I believe you can have a mentor for a season.
Yeah.
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 Can you have a spiritual father for a season?
I don't
not sure.
agree with that.
Yeah, I think so.
You think so?
Spiritual father for a season?
Yes.
I do not agree with that.
Let's
Except
okay.
there's a point where the spiritual father maybe dies.
So what I
That and you feel the Lord is leading you to submit
To somebody
that's
else.
under
I mean.
someone else.
That's in season.
That season actually.
That's in season.
Yeah, no. Jim,
Are
I
you
think
sure
that's
it's-
what you meant.
Is that your kind of? Is that your kind
I
of?
mean, that's technically it.
what you
If
meant.
you
Okay,
submit to somebody
that
before, then
happened.
you now submit to somebody else.
No, what if
yeah,
the
but
person is
submitting to
still
somebody
alive?
else does not mean this other person. To be honest, I don't have an answer to that. That's
So
what I'm asking. Please tell us in the chat what you think about this question I just asked.
I
Can a
think-
spiritual father be for seasonal?
For instance, so what I think a lot of people do is when they are leaving a father, especially for the fathers that are very secured in themselves, they if you are going to a new person that you are led, they
Why
tell
the
you to
person is still
contact.
alive?
Yes.
What are
yes,
the
they do that?
So
what are
they
the
tell you that?
circumstances that can? What are the circumstances
Why?
that can make a person?
How would you?
Change of season
I
in
think
person's life.
change of season in person's life. I think
What kind of season?
Okay.
No, if you say
I've
change
had-
of season in the person's
Because
life,
I've had so many seasons in my life and I'm still under the same spiritual
Do you,
father.
know that,
So
do you know that some people leave churches for a reason? Maybe God told them to. Wait,
Yeah.
let's create something like that.
you're already diving
that's
into spiritual
different.
father by title,
Title,
not by function.
not by
Because
and
I
season.
don't
I mean.
understand.
Not by function. Because if it's by title, yes, you change the church, of course.
Yeah, it's
Spiritual
spiritual
father. Oh,
leadership
I had a spiritual father. He was the pastor of this church. Now I travel to another state. I have
You now
another
have
church.
another
I have another
spiritual
spiritual father.
father.
That's title. But by function,
That's not really.
can that spiritual father be seasonal?
Seasonal.
Yes.
By function.
So what can make but don't say it's because of times and seasons, because times and seasons should not
No, it
determine a
shouldn't.
change in
Because
fatherhood.
spiritual father
Your
is
father does not
like-
change because your times and seasons change.
Exactly.
That you are an
So
adolescent
why-
does not mean your
Let me
father will
explain-
change. So
I
what?
really want an explanation of
Okay,
that.
so
And no matter how successful you are, even if you become more successful than that person,
Yeah,
can
no,
that
definitely.
person stop being your?
yeah, success is not
It's not the
determinant.
reason for change.
So what can
So
be
why
what
would
can be the reason for the change?
the level of
You said yes, so you are in
I
the hook
tried
too.
to answer you, but you said that it's functional. So
Okay.
I give up on
so
that.
the reason why it can change is one, because the person wants to change.
Why does the person? Why
thought
could
that
the
the
person?
reason
want
is
to
the
change?
person's
No,
reason.
God might be leading you to somebody to submit to someone else.
There is usually.
But I think that the best way. No, come on.
Okay.
When God tells
Maybe,
you
wait. Let's
submit to
hear
someone
the
else.
second reason. Okay, fine. God said, and you
Submit
said
to someone
the person
else.
just
But
wants
the right
it.
thing to do, like he said that they'll have to meet. So that means
No, of
literally
course,
shut
yeah.
the door well. I mean,
Of
have the
course, I get it.
conversation,
Oh, yeah,
then-
I get it.
So I think for the season,
But
that's
you've not. Okay, yeah. Another
No, okay,
reason.
for instance,
Another
another reason is
reason.
the person that is currently leading you is leading in a particular dimension of grace. And so when probably a new door is open to you, you need a father that is more dominant in the expression of it.
like when you become a pastor. So
Why you saying no?
when you become a pastor,
Don't make the example.
you
Don't make
need
that.
like I get that one.
Don't make the example.
I think I get that one. When you become a pastor, you now
You are
have
still making the example.
No, I'm just saying.
Don't
no.
make-
It's not bad in being a pastor.
There's nothing bad. Don't just make it.
There's nothing bad in being a pastor.
Are you trying to say that, for example, my spiritual father is a pastor, I'm a pastor, then God calls me into being an apostle? I say my spiritual father?
People do it.
No, people do it, doesn't make it right.
Why is it wrong?
Why is it wrong? Can you tell us why it's wrong?
No, I can try, but I don't agree to it. I don't believe you should change
I
it.
don't think it's right or wrong. It's a matter of where you.
It's
It's
for
really-
me, I think
Okay,
it's the person.
Why
actually.
then do you call it spiritual father?
Because at that point the person's fathering you.
No. It's not.
So bless me now, or father you need. No, I don't agree now.
Not necessarily on father. There is which kind of example?
Okay, I want to ask you. So if the season, the person changed to another person, then the season changes again. The person moves to
So
another.
let me ask you
Then
one
it
question.
changes again.
Let me ask you one question.
Isn't that fatherly? Allot to yourself.
So let me ask you one question. My question is, do you think
Oh my
that
God.
a father has a particular level of grace? So it means that a spiritual father has a particular level of grace.
Maybe you
That
now
means
get to that level of
level
grace
of
and
grace
you
higher than
need
you
God.
now.
Need more grace.
I'm just asking.
I don't know.
No. There's no like level.
Level.
There's no level like that.
So I think that
Nah,
I think
I'm
that
not on
father, spiritual father cannot be seasonal in that sense.
No.
Well, actually,
can change.
based on what you guys have said, because I've been quiet since because I've been brainstorming.
No, J. Mike, what
Yeah.
I think is it's a choice. It's different. But like the person might decide, I don't want this person to be my spiritual father anymore. I
Why?
want to go to someone else.
Why?
That might be for conflicting reasons, such as maybe when the person doesn't, the spiritual father tells you, this is what I think you should do, or this, but you be no, this
No,
is
that means you are not
So, I agree with Ife.
Yeah.
It is very possible for someone to change a spiritual father. Why do I
Okay.
say it's possible? Because first and foremost, above every other thing, we are all still human.
Okay.
And because we are human, some people, I know Ife is trying to dodge some things, but some people can actually tilt off a certain path.
Yeah,
that
that's
you
different,
know
though.
that this is no longer, for example, there are
Yeah,
some
that-
people
that
we know
part
now
is- that part
that were
stands in
doing,
that- no, that part
that
stands
were
in
doing
definitely.
so well, like speaking the right
Yeah,
things.
then they're going to-
Then they begin to,
No,
tilt,
We
and then
understand
you
that
know
that one
that
is-
this no longer aligns with.
Yes, that's
So in such
acceptable.
cases, yeah.
I thought we were going to talk about that later, in the sense that what would you do to like change? What would
Yeah,
the
because
spiritual
at the
father
end of the
do
day,
to,
spiritual
like,
father is
change
one.
what
Yes,
they
yes.
Yeah,
do?
spiritual father is all well and great,
For
you know.
example, spiritual father that is abusing.
Yeah, so you get it. So
Definitely.
obviously.
That's,
yeah,
well, I
yeah.
just meant now when he said as maybe based on his description, J. Mike, what you said was different from Ian's.
He said you decide when you decide to.
Because he said based on season.
Me,
different
why-
things
why you-
about-
No, that
why you-
season
why
one
you
is
here
what,
with violence?
the season one is what I don't fully understand because I don't feel
Exactly.
see times and
that was what I
seasons.
said. I wasn't.
But
But then
No,
times and seasons
God-
are subject to several things. The times and seasons will be yes, that man is already tilting elsewhere, so this is the season for me to. So at the end of the day, it's a very.
But
let's get
God
to
has
the
got
question
time
you
and
wanted
season
to
in
ask.
his hands,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Okay, the question. Okay,
Of course you don't. So the question you wanted to ask.
I think that part has been settled.
Yeah,
Two
yeah.
questions were asked initially, which is mentor and spiritual fathering, and we said that your spiritual father has the final say. And this question, if James, what brother question? Was it you?
Jamaica.
Oh, J. Mike. Yeah,
What question?
the table breaker.
That can me, I don't.
And you
I'm
change
gentle
father
now.
because of
Yeah, that can, no,
Yes,
that,
I
that,
think
that
when
no. My
you-
question was, can you change? Since you can change a mentor, can you change the spiritual father?
And I think you explained and says that when depending if the spiritual father is tilting.
Oh,
Well,
and then another
that
answer I
was-
would give is if someone is a spiritual father, you don't just pick spiritual fathers like you pick something off the shelf.
Yeah.
No.
Because a spiritual
Exactly.
father, there has to be an instruction from God that this is
Yes,
the person
between-
that I want to
And there
you
has
to
be a
subject
witness
yourself to.
with
Yeah.
your spiritual
So when God
father.
also tells you that move on
I
or
also think-
leave this covering,
I also think
Exactly.
for someone
move.
hearing
So you don't
this,
just decide. Yeah.
maybe I'm not saying that outright. Some people just say, oh, maybe a pastor preached a very good message. They say, oh, I like this.
I like this man. I want
And
to be
you
my spiritual father.
Sir,
Yeah,
I'm
you don't
spiritual
just
father.
pick.
Some,
Yeah.
some people just absorb that and just become, oh, that's my spiritual father and also. I think you need to.
It should be more than
like
that.
Like said, no. No is not just physical no. It's not just I know his house or I know his church.
Okay.
It has to be no.
He has to know you personally.
Personally and
Okay.
know the person as
I
well.
think that answers
So to the
that
question you wanted to ask
now
before I
to the
interrupted.
question of the day, which is, can my spiritual father or can I be older than my spiritual father?
Very good question.
Jeremiah.
Do you want a yes or no question, or we can extensively?
No, we'll start from yes or no,
yes
and then
or
we
no,
elaborate.
and we're going around.
Can I be older than my spiritual father?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. I mean, let me be sure. Wait, let me be sure. Can I be older?
Wait.
Ask the question.
Exactly. That's what I
Ask
wanted.
the
Let's take it back.
I should not go and say what I will not be able to support. Ask the question again.
Okay. The question is,
Yeah.
can I be older than my spiritual father, or just in case that's confusing,
Or
can my spiritual father be younger than I am?
Yes. Yes, I'll back it up.
And-
Please elaborate.
Okay, so I think one problem that we also that's created all of this whole age thing in spirituality or whatever, or this spiritual father thing that spoils it is I actively will say it and I'm unapologetic about it. NCCF and when we're in school, you see people just don't come for me. Let me explain very well. You see people call themselves Papa and Mama. And they absorb it so much, right? And it becomes pride for them. So this is where all of this started to become, it's not cool. And funny thing is, you might even be older than this person, and you're calling this person Papa. heard one time that Daddy Mike said that he went to preach somewhere, and one guy that called himself Papa, student church, that called himself Papa, he told people to go and bring Daddy Mike to his office. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm right, right?
Yeah.
So I think that this is where all these things started to spoil in that sense. So age cannot be a problem when it comes to spiritual father, right? Like I said, somebody can be edified spiritually, be filled with anointing, and is young, way younger than me, and I can subject to the person if the person can make me align with this my spiritual norm. So I think that age is not a problem for me.
Okay, that's correct. So Jemaki?
Correct, or you agree?
I don't know.
If it's correct, agree or not.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he has said everything.
That's
He has said
but
everything.
I'm going to put it this way. When you say that your spiritual father is younger than you are, how exactly is the relationship supposed to be? And where does...
I did not say right now.